Why is every Tyler is back? Um, Before I begin, I know this is a little weird with this computer I have. Well, my old one died. So, you're gonna be a little weird when at this. But, this is my continuation of my 2009 year review continues with Sacrifice 2009. Solid pay-per-view. There's only like one dud on the show. And I'm gonna go back to the star ratings for the matches, but I'm gonna say retain or capture. But anyways. So Sacrifice. Fun pay-per-view. All night so far, that's been not bad. After this, I'm gonna talk about what pay-per-view that's not in the 09 of what year in review is. So get ready for that. After that, I'm gonna do. But anyways, let's just talk about Sacrifice, and I'll talk about what's the pay-per-view of this month I'm gonna do. Anyways, May 24th at the Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida. Obviously. So. So this is the final pay-per-view before their anniversary show, which is Slammiversary. If you're living under a rock. Anyways, let's just get on to Sacrifice 2009. A good fallout from lockdown, but the main event. I'm gonna talk. Well, I won't get to it. Anyways, then we start off with Eric Young and Lethal Consequences defeats the Motor City Machine Guns and Sheik Abdul-Bashir in a 6-man tag team match. Should have been on an Impact on this time period. But anyways, this match was actually not bad of a 6-man tag. It's a good X Division showcase. 3 stars I give this match. So yeah. And the next match is actually pretty fun. Taylor Wilde defeats Daphne in a Monsters Ball match. Honestly, this was actually the best women's match of the night. Because, yeah. 3.5 stars. And of course this is to begin the Abyss and Dr. Stevie feud. Oh boy. Which leads to one of the worst pay-per-views TNA ever had in Victory Road. 2009. That is. But anyways. Then we have Suicide and Daniels this time. They took the Christopher name off. And then a draw for the X-Division title. I already mentioned who Suicide is if you ever played the TNA game. Which, again, if you ever play this game, I know this is dark, but this is the best I could do for this new laptop I have. So yeah, if you ever play TNA Impact, like I mentioned before, your character is Suicide. He gets beaten up by LAX because LAX said take a dive or lose. And of course he said screw that. There's no way he's gonna lose on national television. A world title match. He wins, and you already know. Jared was the man behind it. TNA Impact, I know a lot of people don't like that game. I actually thought it was a guilty pleasure of mine. Mainly because I get to play AJ Styles, Abyss, Samoa Joe, But this match, the first portion, Daniels won the X Division title. But, of course, they showed the replay of Motor City Machine Guns interfering, and then the match got restarted to a time limit match, and the time limit expired, and Suicide will keep the X Division title. 3.5, or 3.25 actually, because of that dumb ending. But yeah. Then we get to the 2 stinkers of the night. Angela Love defeats Awesome Kong to retain the TNA Knockouts title. Bad match. A dud. And it's with Angela Love spraying perfume or whatever, or mace, sorry, into Awesome Kong's eyes, and she loses the title match, her rematch. That's kind of stupid, honestly. Dud. Then we have Samoa Joe defeating Kevin Nash. This storyline, of course, is the continuation of the Joe main event Mafia until Slammiversary next month. At Bound for Glory 2008, Kevin Nash betrays Samoa Joe and aligns himself with Sting to form the main event Mafia, like I said, with Angle, Booker T, Scott Steiner, and of course, Nash and Sting. 4 out of the 5 were WCW people, besides Kurt Angle. But, a half star for the match. I mean, their match at Turning Point 2008 was actually better than this match. But, this whole Joe Nation of Violence, I'm not a fan of it. Not as bad as his own commentary on Raw. I'm sorry. I personally don't like Samoa Joe as a commentator on Raw now. I'd rather have Jerry Lawler, but whatever. Samoa Joe wins. Beer Money defeats the British Invasion, which is a bunch of British wrestlers, which it contains of Magnus, Doug Williams, and Rob Terry. And of course he does his old World Elite Invasion. Yeah. And this is a tournament to determine the number of contenders for the TNA Tag Team titles, the Team 3D Invitational Tag Team Tournament. So Beer Money is going to win this match. I mean, there's no way the British Invasion is going to win this match. So they're going to continue this Beer Money Team 3D rivalry. 2.5 stars. This match was mediocre. At least we get the continuation of the Beer Money Team 3D feud. Anyways, AJ Styles defeats Booker T in an I Quit match to retain the TNA Legends title. I don't... With AJ Styles, he has great matches with John Cena in WWE, Samoa Joe, even Abyss, and even Sting. Him and Booker T don't mesh well here, and this match was not as good as their Destination X match. And I did not like the finish of the match. It ends with Jenna Maraska throwing in the towel. Leads to that infamous match at Victory Road, which I'll get when I ever get to Victory Road. Oh boy. 3.5 stars I give it. And AJ Styles will be in the main event at Slammiversary in the next month. What the hell is... I don't give a... Oh my goodness. Anyways, the main event. They pronounce it as an Ultimate Sacrifice match, which is Sting defeating Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, and Mick Foley. Now, there's 4 different stipulations for 4 of the competitors. If Foley loses, if he gets pinned, he loses the title. If Jarrett loses, he has to give the company to somebody else. Who pins Sting, he has to, quote, retire, even though he doesn't retire. And who pins Angle becomes the leader of the main event Mafia, which Sting's gonna win this match. I mean, no way. No way. They're gonna have Jarrett be the leader of the main event Mafia. They're not gonna have Mick Foley be the leader of the main event Mafia. It's obviously gonna be Sting. He becomes the main event, the leader of the main event Mafia for 1 month. Because after Slammiversary, the main event Mafia kicks Sting up to the curb, and Kurt Angle once again becomes the leader of the main event Mafia. It's kind of weird. In late 2008, 2009, you thought Sting was the actual leader of the main event Mafia because world champions have to be leaders of a faction. No, Kurt Angle is the leader of the main event Mafia. This match, kind of a WCW main event, honestly, 2 stars. So, final thoughts, it's a good show. Fun pay-per-view. I give it a 6.8 out of 10. I give it. It's better than. No. I don't want to say that. 2009, besides Genesis, and then the July pay-per-view, which everyone hated, hasn't been that bad for TNA. Besides, like I said, main event Mafia, frontline, referees having matches. It's kind of like WCW in a way for TNA. So, 6.8 out of 10 for Sacrifice. So, next up will be Extreme Rules. Not the horror show Extreme Rules. Yeah, fuck that pay-per-view. And Slammiversary, which he not one, but 2 Kingdom Out matches, which is kind of cool. And I'll catch you. Oh! Almost forgot. The next pay-per-view, that's not a year review. It's last year's pay-per-view from this time period, because we're on the road to Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna do Hell in a Cell 2019. Oh. I think I spoiled Mike Roman's, aka the Club of the Man 1993, about this. His worst period of the year. But to me, my worst period of 2019, it's Clash of Champions. But this is the worst pay-per-view for him. Yeah. Next time, tomorrow, perhaps, Hell in a Cell 2019. So, but I'll get back to 2009 with, like I said, Extreme Rules and Slammiversary 2009. So, bye.